Right, welcome Earthlings. This is Fortune Onyx Phoenix. Don't look too much at my shirt. I said I will look better in follow-up days. I look better, right? I don't feel better. I feel worse. I got a cold. Uh, but I look better. Alright. Today, since I already introduced myself yesterday, I'm kind of slow at editing videos, right? Because the technique is not, it's difficult. So I apologize. I will try to make this as balanced as possible. I'll be talking general uses of crystals, right? So happy Fool's Day. I don't know if it's Fool's Day or some Saint's Day. Happy Saint's Day. Right, here we have today's more funky style music. These are my crystals, check it out. As you have noticed, I share the energy of the crystal with anybody, right? Unless it's a perverted type of intention, but I don't do those things, right? So here they are. It's only natural that they are within my reach more than they are within your reach, right? I can pick one up. This is a clear quartz, right? Looks like a candy, but it's a very powerful balancing element. Today everything should be balanced. Right? You can take my word here and buy your crystal. Maybe it's good, but likewise, maybe you get distracted, not destroyed by the crystal, and you lose focus on what's more important. That's why I recommend you get a reading. Right? I will add all today. This is all I will say about my fortune telling reading side, right? So I don't bother too much. The patience lady. So I recommend you come for a reading so I can tell you exactly what crystal you can use at the precise moment, right? It's like there are a lot of good foods, right? You have meat, chicken. I don't eat chicken. I only eat cow meat or red meat. We have salad on a hat, right? This is not a hat. I don't know how they call these things. Winter type of thing. You can have pasta, right? Spaghetti. Alright. I don't know how they call it in New York, the spaghetti. I don't know. You can have a taco. All four options are good. But maybe you don't just need to eat something that's good, right? When you're hungry, usually you need to choose the right food. So the crystals is the same. It's something that feeds you in another way, not like food that feeds you physically, but it feeds a necessity, gives you a strength. I don't know how to say. In uh, the West, strength, right? Like Indian accent. Right? The word is dominated. Just kidding, all right? Uh, and gives you strength, right? Maybe you say, "Oh, I'm getting really good looking, really handsome, right? I made a strong impression all the time." But maybe that's not what you need, right? You have seen those guys that female too that look good, but they pass. They look really good, and you realize that that person is not having a good thing at the moment, right? You cannot fake a fulfilled life, not like living a life and dying in the end, but being alive in a fulfilling manner. Uh, so that's why I recommend a reading. So you know what's going on, you understand, and use the right crystal. They can be used for protection, right? For example, I will name one thing that they are useful for, and I will give an example. And I will try to make this video like under 30 minutes. They give you protection. For example, those people that are, let's take the example of a room or a living room. Those people that are messy, right? You order your thing, you clean up all the time. The minute you went out and got in, just to have a breath of air, just to get some air, you realize something is already out of place, so you're already cleaning up, and then one day you let go, and a week later everything's a mess, you don't get respect, right? So crystal can help you, as a good, the right crystal can help you to be protected against disorder of things, right? So you don't get tired and you can live your life and be happy and not being like the Sisyphus myth, the myth of Sisyphus, like you're always repeating the same action and it's always feeding with a feedback, returning to the moment when things are bad. Then they can give you strength, right? Let's take emotional life, right? It's real balance, this. You go into a situation where usually a girl wants a boy and a boy wants a girl, or a woman, man, and woman. I don't know much about kids, but I won't mention that part because it's sensible. Whoa, shaky thing. Um, little shaky thing called Guru, if I may, and will. So, but you you seem to don't have courage or seem to be too far away to reach for the appropriate partner. or someone that you're attracted to. Right, I'm just recording this video for your information who is watching. Right, wake up. Right, the difference between a well-intended person and a guru is that the well-intended person tells you things once, like in an instant. They tell you, hey, what, you're looking bad. And the guru goes all the time, with his entire dictatorship mind. He makes the entire world to tell you you're looking bad all the time, and you don't have time to look to to acicalate yourself, right? And in the end, you fall under the feet of the guru, and you're a slave of the guru. That's the difference between freedom and slavery. Slavery is of being a guru. So you get a stone and gives you courage, not like those people that go, not like moral courage, right? You get to make the choice of what you do, who you go to, and what you get, and what you try to get, right? This is real balance, as you notice. And the balance is a good concept because it gives you a balance, a good crystal, so you can just walk into the person naturally, right? That's kind of the backstage of crystal energy, right? In one word, you have the crystal, uh, and you can kind of get. Usually, when you don't have courage for something, you go and start trembling, start feeling cold, start feeling uncomfortable. They're not chocolates. You cannot eat this. It's another type of food, like the electronic cigarette. You get the fears, right? Fear. You get this type of rejection type of feeling, right? Like you reject things. You get anxiety and anguish. I don't see anguish a lot these days. Actually, I haven't seen anguish in my entire life, but they say there's something called anguish. Uh, Usually, people that are said to have anguish smell bad in the feet. I don't know. That's all I know, folks. Right? So the crystal balances the that negative appeal to doing something, that you go away and you feel like uh, scared, right? It's when you go away that you feel scared. You're not scared of something in front of you. You're just watching the thing. Outgrew. And they're in the zone. Uh, but the moment you have a negative appeal to the thing you have in front of you that you actually want, that exact turn gives the feeling of being scared. It's kind of a tingling, cold tingling feeling in the surface of the skin, kind of an oppression in general, feeling scared. You can always turn turn back around is the right expression, grammatically speaking. You go like, no, I will face this, right? The thing is that you already show what you're about when you say I need to face this. That's the difference between thinking too much, being in doubt, and being in depth to the thing that you're in front. Because the second time you come around, you already showed what you're about. So you don't get the entire menu. That's why you shouldn't take advice for everything, right? But you can take advice for things that are appropriate, right? For example, I will mention now that the crystals you need to clean. You can get your crystal. It's good. It's good for me too. Because you will, I don't know, maybe you feel your muscles feel better. You go, hey, my muscles feel better. What about facing Granny about my birthday present? Right? Identify, right? Can I get a crystal so I can talk to Nanny and not mumble? Right? What's the expression? Stutter. Stutter. Is for that. Paul McCartney, if you're watching, you're invited. I always go with celebrities, and you come and say, hey, can you give me a crystal for talking to Granny? And I go, alright. What's the situation? Hey, this crystal is good for you. Right? So you get the crystal at the crystal store. Time is moving too fast. I don't like that. So time stop. Time out. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Can't touch it. And there you go. You grab a cup, a glass cup, or a jar, or any glass container. I usually go for a glass or a jar because they're transparent and you can see a crystal. Otherwise, you tend to forget. If it's opaque, like a coffee cup that's not transparent, or a vase, you tend to forget about the crystal. And you put water, you put the crystal in. If you buy a big crystal, you need a bigger container. You have, what's the thing? Pickles. Pickle jar, right? A jar of pickles. I like chains. I like chains of cedar. I don't like chain of words that are tricky. There you go. Right, depending the size of the crystal, you put water. This is going too slow. Sorry about that. You can watch the picture once in a while. Right? This is a global type of message. You can watch the picture. You can say, hey, the beard, the mouth. What's he doing with his mouth? I put salt. If it's natural sea salt, it's better because cleans faster. So the process is already starting to benefit you. You have benefits that are soft and strong, right? And benefits that are secondary. That kind of work because prove to you that one thing works for one thing, so you can try it for the important thing, main thing. And you go like, you put the salt, can be any salt. The shape of the salt crystal is not relevant. And a soup spoon of salt So has to be a big amount, not just a sprinkle of salt, right? You run a soup spoon, salt in the jar or glass, water, crystalline. You leave it for an entire day. If you do this in the morning, the next morning you go get your crystal, put it under water, or you can cleanse it with a cloth, with a piece of cloth, with a t-shirt that you don't use, or a mop, or anything at all, even paper, but I don't like the way paper feels on a crystal. And just take it like that. You just get the water out. You may want to get the salt uh, debris, salt debris from the surface of the crystal so it feels better or cleaner. Depends on you. The thing is getting it out. It's one entire cycle of the sun around the earth. I don't know. One day, 24 hours. You get it out, get it dry, and you can use it. It's also good for health, right? For example, some people are convalescent, so they have to be in bed a lot of time. For that, if you have the money you can buy a carved crystal. Today is spring, I feel so bad, and the weather is horrible. But here I am, steady as the wind, saying words. Uh, Carved crystal. I have one carved crystal over there. Here. No, this is natural. No, I actually don't have a. Well, this is a special type of carved crystal. It's a pendulum crystal. Well, it has some glass attached. Right? You can see that it's carved. Right? Like this is made from a rock. This doesn't come like this from the earth. Has a chain, so it oscillates. But that's not the point. The point is that you realize that has sides, right? Somebody took the work of carving with a mechanical tool, like and polishing all the way to this shape. This is an amethyst crystal. It's purple and it's beautiful. That's all for this crystal. Has no other property than being beautiful. But there are many uses for that. There are many uses for beauty. The carved crystal is a good thing to put amongst around the house. If you're convalescent, for example, a carved red crystal. This is general advice. I don't know. You can take it or leave it. But if you try these things, don't go like, don't risk anything on this thing. Just take it as something you do just because, right? Just a disclaimer. Don't waste a vital part of your life making a part some part of your life on using trying something you learn here. I'd rather not. You can if you have free time, but experimenting needs to have a limit. Alright, I will look at the screen because I'm tired of looking at the camera. It got this braid of hair, this strand of hair that is really tricky to the eye. Let's cover it. The thing is that a carnelian, which is a red crystal. This is my personal carnelian. Right? To the camera looks really edible, but that's another thing. You can see a picture of a crystal, but unless it's a crystal, it's the same that you're looking for, you cannot appreciate the crystal and the quality and the benefits. Elastic Man. Alright. Uh, a carved carnelian is kind of expensive, but you can get one. But any tumbled, they call it tumbled when they are polished. Right? I'm not bald, so I cannot display, but this is right, smooth surface. If you are convalescent or you don't want to get out of your room like a teenager, right? The other one was kids, now it's teenagers. It's a balance and progress. You get balance and progress for free here. So share this video, so like it and comment what you want and everything else. If a teenager won't leave, usually what you see in movies is teenager girls not leaving the room for one reason or another. I don't know why, but that's what comes to mind. That's what comes to mind. And they are really echoing the teenage girls. They can have a crystal, and for example, they won't feel alone with any crystal, right? So this one, the fun stops. If you're a mother or a worried parent, mother or father, and your teenager daughter doesn't leave the room and you're worried, don't try and bring the best carved crystal or any carved crystal at all anyway. Let things depend on that, because maybe it won't work, maybe backfires, I don't know. But if you get the right advice, you can do that. It's the responsibility of the person who gives the advice to be responsible for the effects of that advice. But any crystal would make the girl not feeling alone while she's in the room. I look at the camera anyway, I don't know why. Somebody must be staring at me, right? This is when things get bad, when you say like right now, and then you go, no, it's not right now. Wait, but it is. But this is not TV, this is a recorded video. That's why feedback is important. Right? I will answer if you comment or like the video. Liking is like I cannot answer. Right, the example is already concluded by itself. Like health, you know, when you're lonely, the health decreases. The health state decreases. Yeah, this is a type of spiral that's protecting. It's a drawing, it's flat, but it's protecting anyway. It's my own design. It's my own device and my own remorse. Sorry, I just realized a chunk of reality, a big chunk. If you stay still in your room a lot of time, if you feel company, you rest. If you feel lonely, you languish, right? That's nice word, languish, but it's doesn't feel that good, and it's not good. Doesn't do well. Well, there you go. All right, I like the next song. Put it louder, and it's only noise. Uh, I lost the way I was going, the direction, right? So it's about health, right? Got it back. It's about health, right? I won't talk about losing, like, what's that word? The sensibility, no, the feeling, right? Of a part of your body that's not real, right? I won't comment anymore on that matter because it's pretty disgusting. Done. Right, so I talk about health. I gave the example of somebody who stays in the room or in the house when that's the case when you're in the living room a lot. I like this song better. You go, if you have a crystal, you feed company and your health improves. You rest instead of languishing. Uh, I need to add something now, and then I will give a fourth general use of crystal and just wrap it up. A crystal is excellent. No, that's not the right way. It's good to a crystal like I don't have a quartz to display, so I will just display this ring. Right, like this ring is real solid and discreet. Right, it's not like Vegeta meatball. Sounded like it said Vegeta meatball, but actually it say vegetable. Like a vegetable thing, I don't know, like deep fried thing. That's kind of, you eat it, you don't mind too much. You can put it on the plate. With a crystal that's real solid and discreet, just like this ring, which I can wear. Right? You notice, I put it in, it was real sharp type of action. With a crystal it's the same. That's why you cannot just go and waste your time getting crystals, going to the crystal shop. You can get them at the crystal shop or at an online shop. If you want your crystal shop to be named, be physical or online, you can write to me, I don't know. Or the sponsors thing. It's not good to waste a lot of time of your life by going to the shop, using the crystal, showing it off. That's not good. A crystal you need to get and know what to do. If you're beginning, it's real simple. You get it and you put it in your pocket, be it any pocket on you, and then you go. That's all right. But that is causes. It's a mix between that and cause. It causes the good effect. But if you go getting crystal and then forgetting and getting another, and having a lot of crystals in your night table, around the kitchen. In the end, it's just dirt, right? Even a crystal that's good for mess to stop can turn into rubbish around your house and doesn't cause an effect. And crystals actually look sad, right? Plants die when a person should feel sad. A plant in place dies, and a crystal in place looks sad. I don't know, if you are buying a crystal just because, if you get the advice, no matter how the crystal looks, it will do you good. If it's the right advice. If it's that hurts, if the crystal looks sad, like something old and dark, uh, you should stay away from that crystal because it won't do you good if you don't have an advice. That is, uh, right. General caring of crystal, general handling, right? General regard, right? Regarding a crystal. You may get a crystal because it looks nice. Like citrine crystals are really nice. You can get one just because as an ornament for your house. Uh, but it's no more than that. Just a pretty thing. It can, for example, take you to having a child. It's true, but only in the right time and with the right word. Right, sorry about this repeating thing about this, the advice. This is a sub-emphasizing thing. So you don't go like you discover the philosophical stone just because I said something really specific and you go do that and waste and get in danger. You don't want to get in danger. But if one hand is empty, the other one needs to collect. And sometimes that's dangerous. Uh, Whistles. Alright, we talk about things are real balanced as you've noticed and progressing slowly but smoothly. Uh, this song I just did, the song that's it's coming up. It's coming up. I hope you're not broadcasting my video on anything device because that's illegal. Right? If you record a song and I cannot play it here, you cannot play my video and rebroadcast, re-emit my video. You cannot. Alright. That's why it's just comment, and that's a lot. The first thing was about. I actually don't remember. Was this type of feeling good? Mannerisms thing. All right, I talked three things. You can, you know better than I what I say. I'm just giving the same things. Give you strength, right? The other one was courage. Right, the first one was feeding you with something you need. The second one was giving courage, uh, give you strength. Right, the first one was a necessity. The second one was strength. The third one was about health. And the last one, of course, is about emotions, right? When your emotions are out of balance, oh, it's 40 again. So I would just say this and say bye. Please click like and read the description and everything else and visit the page. When your emotions are out of balance, you kind of lose direction in the world, in reality, because things change all the time. And if you don't know what you feel, if you like something simple, you don't know if you like or if you dislike what you have, what is before you. You just go in zigzag with no direction, right? No progress, no inner progress. They say inner, it's a metaphor. You go like, you cannot have a relationship, you won't like things because you don't know. So let's take the example that you get married and you feel unhappy. The food is excellent, tastes excellent, but you don't know if it's good for you or not. You love your husband, but you're always looking away, or the husband to the wife the same, the birds and the bees that we don't have. Uh, an internet joke. If you didn't understand the joke, you need to explore the internet. Uh, you take a trip and you feel like everybody, like nobody trusts you, right? You start feeling a burden to your friends because you talk too much. And a criticism can make you just focus on one thing and say, hey, I like this thing. Or on the other side, not the other hand, the other side, you go, I don't like this, I rather have that. And you start with a focus on one thing. I won't say what crystal is. Actually, it can be more than one crystal option. And you go there, just for you, who is watching. And everybody else in the public, worldwide, internet, space wide. Uh, from that you liked and grabbed and made you feel good and actually find, or that thing that you move away from into other things, and the other thing you just wanted a thing, maybe it's not what you want, what you needed, what fulfills you, what you makes you feel great, but you go like, all right, this is what I wanted, and that moment when you look at what you wanted, it's already something good. So from that thing that is you're certain that is good, you move on to other things, and you're eventually happy. And you don't need to divorce and marry again and have 4 husbands, 8 wives, and maybe some kids in the way. Nobody wants that. Bye. That's from Star Wars. I don't know if it works. It's kind of peace, but more complicated.